Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Greg Marshall, and today I want to talk to you about not allowing fear to drive your business decisions. So typically, when you think about the best and worst decisions you've ever made, they're usually made with fear, right? They're made with a scarcity style of mindset of I don't have enough, how will I make ends meet? How can I do this? And it's all driven by fear. And when you're in a fearful state, you can't be as creative as you can because you're thinking of just today and you're not thinking about tomorrow, right? And so you have to do whatever it takes to manage that fear. And the first thing you can do is address it to understand, yeah, I'm afraid right now. And because of that, am I actually making decisions that will help my business? Or am I just making a decision that will help make the fear go away? Because those are two different decisions. You do not want to be making decisions off of, well, if I make the fear go away, I'll feel better and I'll feel more in control, but I'm not actually progressing my business. And there's a difference there, right? And so when you run into this fear, whether it's you feel like you're spending too much money, you feel like you're hiring too many people, or your team is growing too big, or you have more products than you ever thought you envisioned you would have, or even the fear of success. You're just having more success than you ever anticipated, and everyone else that you've ever been surrounded by has not had this level of success. There's a real fear that can happen there, and you can kind of shrink yourself back. So the way you want to grow your company is to constantly ask yourself, am I making this decision based off of fear or based off of the business, right? And you have to use the mental exercise of which one is it? Because I see a lot of business owners, and I've done this myself, so I'm not excluding myself, but I've seen a lot of business owners make decisions purely based off of fear. And a lot of times it has to do with what is your relationship with money? What is your relationship with getting help from other people or being vulnerable to ask for help? You got to look at those relationships, because if you don't feel like you can ask for help or you don't have a positive relationship with money, then you're going to run into some roadblocks, because fear will drive you in those two ways. Those are typically the two areas where, like, people are trying to cut costs. That's usually a fear. That's more of a scarcity mindset, right? You know, like one of my business mentors used to tell me all the time, and he's told me other things as well, but you don't shrink yourself to growth, right? You don't shrink. He uses shrink yourself to wealth, but it can be applied to anything. You don't get smaller to get bigger, right? That's just not how you do it. You have to expand your mindset. And typically that means you have to cross the barrier of fear. Fearing spending too much money, fearing having too big of a team, fearing that you can't handle it, fearing that the success is too great. So work on managing your fear and addressing whatever those fears are, and push yourself to not allow those fears to bring you back into the small comfort zone. Push yourself to get bigger, to get stronger, to get more effective with what you're doing, and start to expect and see yourself at that next level. Because if you don't see yourself at that next level, you won't get there. And the only way to get there is to start seeing yourself getting there and to push through some of these fears. So if you ever have any questions or need help with this, go to my website, gregmarshall.co, book a free strategy session, and of course, like, comment, share, subscribe to all that, and talk to you guys later.